it's Debbie with the Pickin Coop farmhouse. I'm not really prepping, but I am making a dessert, pajama dessert making, I guess you would call it. Today I'm going to be making an apple crisp. So this recipe I'm using, and I've used it before, we really like it, is by rootsy.org, and I will attach their website down there for you. So what you're going to need is 4 cups of prepared pie or apple filling, which this is pear that I canned off of our pear trees. I'm going to swirl my butter around. Then you're going to need 1/3 cup of melted butter, which I have in here. I'm going to turn that off real quick. 1/3 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. 2 cups of rolled oats. These are just old-fashioned oats, that's all I buy. Excuse me, and 2/3 cups of chopped nuts. I don't know if that's 2/3 or not, that's probably more, but I am going to use all of that, I think. And you're going to preheat your oven to 350, which I've already done. And then you're going to spread. I have my beautiful hand-thrown pie plate. I love this thing. I like to put pies, crisp, anything that can bubble over onto my Pampered Chef stone baking sheet. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to put that in there. And I'm going to kind of stir it around a little bit, just because, there we go. It gets kind of separated. There we are. Okay, so that's all done. Now you're going to take, let's see, they say to use a 9-inch pie plate. This one's probably 10. In a medium bowl, whisk together your brown sugar. Sorry, I don't. Alright, I'm going to stick this over here out of the way. We'll get our bowl. So we've got our brown sugar. And let's see, and your oats. And you just kind of whisk that around. And if you're using nuts, I'm going to say this is probably way more than we need. There's 1/3. Yeah, I'm just going to pour it all. What the heck? I keep my nuts in the freezer just because I don't want them to run rancid. Alright, so that's all whisked together, as you can see. And then you're going to pour your melted butter over that. You want to get every bit of that. And I use real butter. I don't make my own butter, but I do use the real butter, salted and unsalted. And I also can my butter, which is a FDA no-no. But it's nice to have, like when we go camping. It doesn't take up our refrigerator space. Once you open it, you'll need to refrigerate it, but you definitely want to use unsalted butter for canning, because once you can it, it becomes very salty. Alright, so this is all mixed in very well. There we are. And I like to add a little bit of cinnamon. I forgot about that. Let's see what I can grab my cinnamon out of here. Because there is a little bit of cinnamon in my pear mixture, and I'm just going to put maybe a teaspoon or so of cinnamon. I'm going to mix that in. Alright, so that's all done. Then you're just going to crumble this over your pie mixture. Let's go. There we are. I've made this probably 2 or 3 times, and I've never put nuts in it before, so this is the first time of putting nuts, so I think it'll make it really good. So I'm going to kind of smooth this out just a hair. All right, get our mess cleaned up. Now this is going to bake for about 35 minutes or until the filling is bubbly and the top is crispy golden brown. So I'm going to put this in the oven and I'll be back when it's done. Alright, so in my oven it took about 30 minutes and my filling is bubbling. I don't know if you can see it from there. It is bubbling and it's nice and brown on top. So I'm just going to let this cool. And then later this afternoon, I'm going to, right after I make you seasick, I don't know if you ever watched my video on water bathing heavy whipping cream. I'm going to make another video whipping this up. So hopefully, keep your fingers crossed that this whips up. I had a lovely viewer bring to my attention that I was supposed to make a follow-up video to whip this up to see if it actually does indeed whip up. And I hadn't forgotten, I just hadn't made anything that required whipped cream, and I only had 2 of these and I didn't want to waste them just to see if they whipped up. So if this does work, I'm going to Costco tomorrow and I'm going to buy 2 more half gallons of heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to can those up too. But what I like about this, I don't know if you can see, look how nice and white this stayed. Now I've canned milk, raw milk, and homogenized milk from the store, and I've done it in my pressure canner, and you bring it up to the pounds you're supposed to be and then just shut it off. And it actually makes it like canned milk, and I'm like, no, and it kind of tastes like that, and it has that beige thing. So water bathing is definitely the way to go. So if you're curious about that, I wouldn't try it until I try to, whip this up later, but look for that video and hopefully we'll have whipped cream. All right, thank you so much for watching. I am going to link the gal's rootsy.org, I believe, and I'm going to link her her website in the comments so you guys can go make this for yourself. I already know it's absolutely delicious. So, and like I said, I can pears and I make it just like my canned apples, and then it's like a pie. It's a pie filling is what it is. It has a thickener and the sugar and the cinnamon and all that good stuff in there, and yeah, and it makes it super easy. And you saw how quickly I put that together. It takes, like, in my oven 30 minutes to cook. Boom, dessert. There you go. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Have a fabulous day. God bless you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.